Jim Berry, and I'm a volunteer working on a bird research project that's located in the Sunnyside Marsh Preserve, which is a Chautauqua Watershed Conservancy site that's 4.5 acres in the town of Ellery, New York. The lead investigator on the Sunnyside Marsh bird project is Dr. John Rappole. And John has been studying bird migration during his whole career and has authored several books on the subject. About 6 years ago, John Jablonski, from the executive director of the Chautauqua Watershed Conservancy, asked John and I, specifically John, to do a census of the biodiversity on this site. And it's a shrub swamp, which is an area that's wet year-round, but most of it is woody vegetation, so thick that it's you really need to machete a trail through it. That's how thick it is. But it's thriving with life. We had sort of an idea just from being there and seeing the birds with our binoculars, but to really understand what's there, you have to do an extensive study over time to capture the birds, measure them, and look at them, identify them, put a band on their leg, and then see if you can recapture them later. And these recaptured birds tell us a whole lot about the birds, their habits, their migration, when they leave, when they come back, their health. John is the master bird bander, and he's the one that has laid out the study project there. And I'm the one that is carrying out the day-to-day activities there, which involves setting up 5 mist nets. Each mist net is 12 meters long and about 2.5 meters high. Another question that we're trying to answer there is the question of climate change, and is it affecting the marsh? Specifically, is it affecting the birds that make use of the marsh? Birds that are more southerly oriented, that may be expanding their ranges north as the climate is changing. So we're looking at range expansion in birds at this site too. And it also involves the recording of bird song. It's an important way to document the birds that are there, the species that are there, and maybe what varieties or subspecies of birds might also be using the marsh, because songs and voices are distinctive as their plumage. It's been remarkably successful. We have banded, I think it's 64 species, with 2 brand new species this year. Now that we've got 5 years in and have banded over 1,000 birds, and we're starting to form some opinions about things based on our research, we're ready to share some of this information, some of the data, and to answer questions. We also would like to lay out the hypothesis for why we're there. What scientific purpose do we have for being there? So we want to communicate that, and also to communicate how special that piece of land is right there in their own backyard.